Welcome to the second edition of Sports Pro OTT Daily 2019. We are looking forward to another day of superb networking and top-notch content. The Sports Pro OTT Summit is the perfect place to talk about esports. It's already a billion-dollar industry. It's set to become a multi-billion-dollar industry in just a few years' time. But what are the opportunities for smaller titles in sponsorship and OTT? Well, here are the thoughts of Torsten Hawks from ESL.
There's one example, a game I like because Counter-Strike is super cool, but it's in a way a bit of brutal. So it's a tough one to find a sponsor who says the next headshot is brought to you by, I don't know. So,
it would be a hell of a sell.
Yeah, here we go. And so there is like one game, it's a mobile game title called Guns of Booms. It's a bit of more comic-style shooter game. It's already played by 30 million people, but which is still quite small. And we try to help like a publisher, how can they get into this kind of ecosystem? Integrate it into a national championship, create the full storyline around it, bring it to a big stage like a ESL 1 and try to help a publisher to make the next big game title. Fortnite is super big. It came out of nothing, but it's not easy to produce. It's 100 people on stage and you always have a different winner. So we'll see where Fortnite will go into esports, but definitely there will be more games than only these 3 ones.
We mentioned WWE. They say that they've got a very complete offering for their fan, and it's true that OTT play is incredible, but it's backed up crucially by a very smart social media strategy driving fans to their OTT offering. And when they talk about social networks, actually it's not so much test and learn, but being on the front foot, as John Brody from WWE explains.
Where are our fans, where are our potential fans, and how do we reach them in ways they want to touch and feel and snack on WWE? And we are the #1 sports channel on YouTube globally, bigger than the NFL, bigger than the EPL, bigger than FIFA, bigger than any other sport. When we're the #3 YouTube site in the world, period. Now, part of that is because we have great fans, but part of that is because we feed the funnel. We put more clips out than others. We create content that is short-form consumable. We do that because we want to test and learn. I look at it the same way for all other forms of social media as well.
Well, after hearing from La Liga, we got straight into combat mode here in the auditorium. We heard from WWE. We also heard from UFC. Crowley Sullivan's just been on this very stage giving us some fascinating insights about UFC Fight Pass. He's the general manager and the VP as well. Crowley, for you, 4th of December, it's a key date. The redesign, the relaunch of UFC Fight Pass. What's the most exciting thing for fans to get excited about?
Probably too many elements of the platform that will be revealed on December 4th to go through right now. However, about 18 months of work will all come together on Wednesday, December 4th, when a full redesign will be unveiled, and UFC Fight Pass will demonstrate to subscribers and fans alike a transformation from what has been a terrific homepage and home site for archival material, a collection of original programming, and some of the prelims in the past, into a transformational, holistic, experiential network.
One of the most compelling chats today involved Dan Porter from Overtime, who are very confident that they have cracked that problematic demographic, Gen Z, the proper young'uns. They say that they know the tone of voice in which to address this particular demographic, and also focusing on talented young athletes, their stories, their personalities, rather than the stats. And Overtime's own stats really do back it up. But here's the key question. Why do they think that Gen Z won't be subscribing to OTT services in the future?
Hey, it's 3 hours at the end of the day, I'm gonna watch some Netflix. That's not how OTT's not like I'm gonna watch some random sports that are on, otherwise there wouldn't be bidding wars. It's like, I have your team. And whether they don't subscribe or they subscribe to services, where now I can watch so much Netflix and so much, listen to so much Spotify for a combined price of $20, I don't really need anything else.
Well, that's pretty much it for this Sports Pro OTT Summit 2019 here at the Melia Castilla in Madrid. Make sure that you click subscribe and enable notifications, and of course, do follow us on all of our social networks. See you at the next event.